Yeah, hello, my dear. Happy welcome to our 1 year PhD. There are so many, plenty, millions and billions of trainings around the globe, and Zoom meeting and Google Meet meeting, but only we are uniting all the people on the earth and all organizations to finish ultimate global peace by 2027 is just a global peace drive that unite all the people of all the nations, of all the religions, of all the nationality, anything what uniting as one global family under God. And this greatest peace drive from the Messiah is coming marathon. So you rejoice it together. Therefore, this is very important. Take pen and paper and make the notes. Maybe God will give you right now some revelation that you was looking all your life. And just be very attentive as we with I study myself 30 years all of this how to what is the problem, how to build substantial peace, why it was impossible to build till now. And with Ambassador Ismail already 3 years we working on these courses. So this is you supposed to understand. You receive so big knowledge because we study everything: science, religion, politics, anything, economic, and just anything that could bring substantial peace. And it is we have a formula how to build substantial peace, and you are here right now. We were speaking till now about charities, about social service, about sport use, and all other topics. There will be all topics of all human life, how to build peace everywhere. There is no any corner where peace will not be done. So I will invite Ambassador Ismail to go with the presentation. Stay till the end. Make notes and invite all your friends and families, because we have a few thousands empty places at our summits, and as we are doing every second day. So and this is 1 year program with a weekly intensive, monthly masters, and just the best education that you could get it around the globe. And it's not just education, science, research, but it will empower you to build your own organization, as we award you as a Peace Ambassador Awards, to build peace there where you are. Work with you leaders, make the most stronger team there, peace building. And you couldn't wait somehow, that peace will come somewhere in the clouds. You need to build it right now, and we empower you, and it is going like fire, like a true love revolution across the globe. So let me invite first our Ambassador Ismail. Please turn on the microphone and go with the presentation. Let me really see what is our today topic that is very important. And this hour is 1 hour intensive, is very intense. So be very attentive and understand what you was your life till now, and what you will do next step, and just after the presentation and during the presentation. Prepare the question in beginning. All the question is good, because thousands of questions, thousands of answer, and you will rejoice it. Okay, Ambassador Ismail, please speak.
Okay, thank you so much, and I welcome to all. As Mr. Dr. Nicola said everything in our commencement, so now I would like to introduce our tonight's topic, which is regarding strategic financial planning for the nations and ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth. So we'll go with an introduction with it, like what is a strategic financial planning for the nation, and how we can be ensuring with economic stability and sustainable growth. So please go with the slides. Okay, this is our tonight's topic. As I said, strategic financial planning for nations and ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth. So, an introduction section. One more, please. Yeah. Introduction to the strategic and financial planning. First of everything, I would like to say that strategic and financial planning is a fundamental aspect of national economic management. So this is nation that can be doing their management on economic just by planning and strategical financial methods. Like it involves the formulation and execution of long-term financial policies, or we'd like to say to be ensuring economic stability and promote sustainable growth. So our tonight's lecture will explore the principal strategies and challenges and associated with financial planning at the national level. So we would define the strategic and financial planning like systematic resources allocation for economic stability and growth. And the key revenue that we will go on it, our expenditure, investment, and policy management. And also, objectives will be stability, growth, sustainability, and efficiency. According to the understanding of strategic financial planning, I would like to say strategic financial planning refers to the systematic process of allocation resources, managing public finance, and implementing fiscal policies to achieve national economic objectives such as mentioned. And also it will ensure that governments can effectively manage revenue generation and expenditure and investment in the critical sector. So on the other hand, I also provided information about uh, key focus, like key components of strategic and financial planning. First of all, we have here revenue generation. So, in revenue generation, we are able to be
Yeah,
ensuring to steady and flow of
держи телефон.
financial resources through taxation, trade, natural resources, or even foreign aid. As example, Gracia US aid that currently it's banned by the government of US, but it will focus on revenue generation because it is also a foreign aid to the third world and second world countries. And in key components, I also mentioned about expenditure management, which means allocating funds efficiently to essential sector. I would like to say such education, healthcare, infrastructure, and even though defense. So debate and management. In debate and management, I would like to say that we are able to be ensuring sustainable borrowing practices to prevent excessive national debt burnouts. So that was also another key components. And investment strategies. So an investment strategies, I would like to say promoting public and private investment to faster economic growth and development. So that was at all about key focus that we will be doing on the strategic financial and planning for the nation. So we'll go with the strategies for sustainable development, like key components will be revenue generation, taxation, trade, natural resources, and foreign aid. Like previously, I also mentioned about US aid and expenditure management, like budgeting for essential sector, or on the other hand, debit management, like sustainable borrowing practices and investment strategies, public and private sector development, or physical and monetary policies like inflation control and currency stabilizing in the country. For the example, in our country, Afghanistan, while we are exchanging our national money to the USD or to euro, there will be a big difference in currency, and our government is able to control over that inflation control and currency stabilization in the country. So we'll go ahead with the slide. Okay, strategies for economic stability and growth. Like what strategies we will have for a sustainable growth or stability. Investment and economic diversification reduce dependence on a single industry. And secondly, prudent fiscal policies like would like to say balanced budgets and optimized taxes. So investment in human capital, it means improving education skill and development, and also healthcare system to increase productivity. That will be a good strategy for the economic stability and growth for a nation. So also you'll have infrastructure development. What does it mean? So it is having the meaning of building sustainable transportation, energy, and also a digital infrastructure to support economic expansion. And also we'll have some innovation and sustainable like green policies, technologies, and also promoting research and development, or some people they are calling it R&D, to enhance industrial and economic competitiveness in the nation. So we'll go ahead with the slide. So, besides the strategic and financial planning for a nation, there is also a big challenge in financial planning, like global economic uncertainties, like market fluctuations, like trade wars. While we are speaking about peace, it doesn't have the meaning that you will stay in a place that there is not a war. When there you don't have money, there is also not a peace to you. So there is a trade wars. We have to make peace and trade as well. Like many traders, they are trying to have trade wars, and also geopolitical tensions affecting national economies. While geopolitical tensions affecting national economies, there is also not a peace of mind, and there is not a peace of economic and etc. So also we'll have debt crisis, like high level of national debt that hinder economic progresses, and inflation and currency would like to say depreciation, like economic instability due to the inflationary pressure and weak currency, or corruption and governance issues like mismanagement and lack of transparency and financial operations, that are all a big challenge for the strategic and financial planning for a nation. So we'll have social and political instability. That's also a big challenge for strategic and financial planning, like unrest and the policy challenge affecting long-term financial planning. It will be the harmest challenge for a financial planning to the nation. So we'll go ahead with a slide. And I also mentioned case studies and best practices, like for strategic and financial planning. So as you are addicted and you know about it, that we also have live case studies in our lectures. I mentioned about Singapore. Here I mentioned a strong financial policy and governance. So in Singapore, effective financial policies and diversification and a strong governance framework leading to rapid economic growth. So that's a big case study. And second country, I mentioned Germany. Here I've written sustainable industrial and economic planning. Sustainable economic planning, innovation, and strong industrial policies contributing to a long-term stability. Currently, we are looking to the Germany that it is the king of Europe in economic. So why? Because it has sustainable economic planning. Besides sustainable economic planning, it also has innovation and a strong industrial policy contributing to the long-term stability of the nation. And finally, we'll also have United States of America, the mother of economic, or the cow of economic in the world. So I mentioned here strategic investment in technology and research development. So, strategic monetary policy and investment in technology fostering economic resilience. Like currently, US has a lot of investment. US has open AI. US has been working for industrial. So that all is a strategic financial planning for a long-term stability inside the United States of America. So in key takeaway, I'd like to say that effective financial planning ensure long-term prosperity and stability in a nation. So we'll go ahead with the slide. Yeah, finally we received to conclusion. So in conclusion of tonight's session, I would like to say that strategic and financial planning is essential for ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth of a nation in every nation. It doesn't matter that it will be Afghan nation, it will be Russia nation or US nation, German nation. All nations need it to the economic growth. So by implementing sound fiscal policies or fostering economic diversification and addressing financial challenge, like I also mentioned some challenge of financial planning here, and nations can secure long-term prosperity and stability. Like governments must prioritize transparency and inclusivity and innovation to build resilient and economies that benefit present and future generation. So finally, I would like to say for having a success and peaceful nation, we have to have strategic and financial planning for the nation. And thank you for the watching. Now I would like to request Dr. Nicola to say something in action about strategic and financial planning for the nation, as he is enriched with the experience of a leader in the world of peace. So thank you so much for hearing me. Now I will request to Dr. Nicola. After that, we will have some students and their ideas about strategic and financial planning. After that, we'll have asking and question session and homework and finally conclusion. Dr. Nicola.
Yes, thank you very much, dear Ambassador Ismail. So good presentation about the budget, and we need to really think about long term, like for not for just for politicians. Usually they think about 5 years, but we need to think about 10 years, 20, 100 years, because with this kind of planning that was till now, we see that the planet is polluted, and we don't have like people are angry to each other, especially presidents. We see how they bark to each other every day with the sanctions and wars. We need really long term, really long, for hundreds and even thousands of years ahead, what will be, because every decision for now, maybe it is how to say, is actual somehow for 1 day, 2 days, but tomorrow already is inadequate. Therefore, first of all, is long-term planning for every country, and even for every community, because and the region, because I meet a governor of one USA state, and he said that you see that the Americans have a big debt, the trillions of dollars, but our state is self-sufficient. We pay all the debt. So you need to start from every individuals to have, as you said, good plans and families, communities, countries, and the world. And this what we are empower people to really build substantial peace. To not wait some presidents to come because they till now they was showing that they cannot do it. Usually there is even. A joke interesting that as a presidents are the bus drivers. If you ask any president of any country where their bus is going in 5 years or in even in 1 week or one year, nobody know. And therefore we need to be very careful about whom we elect and how we are doing. Also, we are going right now, and democracy. I see that there is in democracy even more with the e-government development, even is more to the higher level opening because in the e-government, all the citizens, we are paying taxes, and we need to we elect the presidents and the rulers of our country community, and we need to ask them for them that they need to be really responsible what they do with our money, what they're doing, and we shouldn't allow any government to, as for example USA and others, investing trillions of dollars in the weapons, so-called defense, but defense from whom? Now, as we find out in the research till now, in 2 months research and all our research, that it is a transparent time that we are living with the IP camera everywhere. You mentioned about Singapore, so as I understand, there is everywhere cameras and they control everything, and if they do something there is a fine. So they control everything. Is good point about the controlling and do everything on the law, but also it's good to not push it as Europe is trying to do it now. Too much controlling the population, and they don't give any freedom to them, and we need to go there in the e-government, and this is our global peace building network tool that we empower you, all of you who are here, and all the population, because you see in every country 1% of population, they grab 99% of wealth and power in every country, and they don't care about the other 99, and every country is the same. So I visit 40 countries, I know, and I researched all of them. So we need this population 99% to take good care of our leaders, and always ask them where our money is going. We don't want to spend them on the weapons, but we want to help us and help the planet, those countries who are developed. Unfortunately, instead of helping the world with the food that's necessary, they pumping out these weapons unnecessary, that is polluting the earth. Already 70 times it could blow out of Mother Earth. So we really need to be very careful and think about, if our governor, our president don't think about our children and future generation, and they make self-suicide weapons, we need to write there. And I'm doing this. I'm writing to all governments, writing to 90 presidents. We award them Peace Ambassador Awards, and even United Nations Secretary. Real substantial mechanisms right now. We need to build peace right now, and this today, every day, and every hour, as you are in this most historical PhD research, and we are researching it everything in real substantial number, as I said about statistic. So let me go further. I have thousands of case study to say, but there is one country, Switzerland, and they are really good, as they don't allow themselves to go in wars, and they really have a decentralized economy and decentralized power, and it have some good clue for the next level, that other countries could copy paste there and not control the population so much, but allow themselves to use their creativity and do the best. We had one peace ambassador in our previous presentation, and he said that England was developing so good, and they developed this, machinery because France took all their lands and they start to invent what they need to do it, and they make all of this machinery, and all of this machinery go in the cars and all of this, airplanes and other development. So we are in the same situation right now, brothers and sisters across the globe. We need to think very clear and go to our governors, award them with our peace ambassadors award, because you cannot go to the president with the empty-handed, or to the billionaires, but you could award them with the peace ambassador award and work together every week to build substantial peace there where you are, because nobody will came to you and build peace there and plan the community budget or others. Anything, it need your input. As a peacemaker, we empower you. Okay, brothers and sisters, let me go, dear students, with the questions. So please ask questions. We want to hear you. Now, actually, after before question, there is a small presentation. Everybody will say they have thoughts about. So Ambassador Ismail will lead them to say about the today topic, and be short. Quickly say you research, okay, as I'm doing. Thank you, Ambassador Ismail.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, dear Dr. Nicola. So, as we are here from Dr. Nicola with a great information and studies on the real. So, now I would like to say that everyone, when I'm calling you, just speak for 1 or less than 1 minute. Because for tonight we have a lot of people joined us, and we'll give them that. So, we'll start from Sunya, Miss Sunya.
Okay, teacher. Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. My topic tonight is strategic financial planning for countries. Ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth, several important subjects can be addressed. Importance of strategic financial planning, it's a role in economic decisions making, impact of financial policies, and but getting to key factors influencing economic stability, management of natural resource, labor market, states, and investment three challenge ahead in financial planning, climate change and its effect, global economic fluctuations, for sustainable financial methods, investment infrastructure, economic development through new technologies, 5 case studies of countries, examination of successful experiences in financial planning, lessons that can be learned from these experiences, 6 role of financial policies in sustainable growth, impact of taxation, job creation, and social security. By exploring this topic, we can gain a better understanding of how strategic financial planning works and its impact on.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was great information about strategic and financial planning. So now I will invite Miss Asma Hafizi and Muqaddas to
Thank you so
speak
much.
about the strategic financial. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Miss
Hello, my dear
Asma,
teacher.
just for 1 minute, okay?
Yes, okay, teacher.
Okay,
Hello,
you can
for
start.
everyone. I am Muqaddas Hafizi. Our topic is about strategic financial planning for nation, involving creating a long-term blueprints for a country financial management, ensuring sustainable economic growth, stability, and prosperity. It's about making informed decision to allocate resource efficiently, manage debt, and sources of nation's financial future. Key accept of strategic financial planning for nations. One, budgeting of resource allocations. Government need to plan their annual budgets carefully. This involves allocating funds to sectors like healthcare, education, infrastructure, definite, and social welfare affect budgeting ensures that a nation's priorities are addressed without ever spending. Thanks from all of my dear.
Okay, thank you so much. Do we have Asma Hafizi also? Asma
No
Hafizi.
teacher because
Okay, she
tonight
is absent.
Asma has good guest. Yes.
Okay, so now I will call Miss Mahtab to present her idea about strategic and financial planning for the nations. Miss Mahtab, just for 1 minute. Miss Mahtab, do you hear me? Mahtab Atai. Okay, we'll go ahead with Mitra Amini.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. In strategic financial planning, it plays a crucial role in ensuring the economic stability and sustainable growth of a nation. It involves the careful allocation of resources to optimize financial performance, reduce risks, and ensuring long-term prosperity. For a nation, this means making decisions that foster a stable economic environment to promote equitable growth and enhance the well-being of its citizens. Economic stability is key to nations' overall progress by prioritizing investments in key sectors such as education, infrastructure, healthcare, and technology. Strategic financial planning helps maintain low inflation rates, manageable debt levels, and sustainable fiscal policies. This stability attracts both domestic and foreign investors, boosts consumers' confidence, and enhance the overall quality of life. In conclusion, I want to say that strategic financial planning is a cornice cornerstones for ensuring both economic stability and sustainable growth. By carefully managing resources, planning for future challenges, and fostering equitable development, nations can pave the way for a prosperous future for all their citizens. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That was great information. So now I call Miss Mitra Amini to bring her thoughts about strategic and financial planning for the nation. Miss Mitra Amini.
In the name of Allah, greeting. I hope you are safe and sound. Strategic financial planning is essential for a nation economic sustainability and sustainable growth. It involves effective fiscal and monetary planning, debt management, and first strategic investment, social welfare, and crisis preparedness by managing plannings, budget, regulating inflation, and ensuring inflation inclusion. Government can and credit and sustainable and result economy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a great conclusion of our tonight's session. So now I will call Miss Samira Donusjo. Do we have her? Okay, I think she's absent. Marjan Habibi. Miss Marjan Habibi.
In the name of Allah, hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. Ensuring economic stability. Economic stability refers to studies your economic expensive study growth, low inflation, stable employment, and well-functioning financial system. It is emphasized for sustainable business and over social well-being. Bank and financial institutes play essential role in maintaining sustainable. For example, money is supply in payment and labor and workplace social safety nets, financial factor innovation and R&D, sustainable and etc.
Okay, thank you so much. That was great information. So now I will call Miss Sadaf Hosseini. Miss Sadaf.
Hello to all, hope you are doing well. Tonight's topic was about strategic financial planning for nations, which is a critical aspect of national governance, ensuring economic stability and fostering long-term sustainable growth. It involves the formulation and implementation of policies that optimize resource allocation, manage public debt, enhance revenue generation, and stimulate economic development while maintaining fiscal discipline. So there are also some key aspects which include fiscal policy and budgeting, debt management, monetary policy, economic diversification, social welfare, and etc. A well-planned financial strategy fosters economic resilience, prosperity, and sustainable national development. So that's all. Thanks for hearing me.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I will call Miss Nargis Sama Akremi.
In the name of Allah, hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. Strategic financial planning for nation, ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth.
Sorry, I don't have your voice. Miss Nargis, I don't have your voice. So following that all, I will call Emmanuel. Emmanuel, do you hear me? Okay, Marwa Ghiyasi. So I will call Marwa Ghiyasi to bring her idea about strategical planning, strategical and financial planning.
Yes, do you hear me?
Yeah, I totally can hear you.
Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about strategy financial planning for nation, ensuring economic stability and sustainable growth. All government are looking for economic stability, sustainable economies, provide the basis for easier planning. The reduce dissatisfaction dissatisfaction and provide a justification for staying in power. However, trying to mention stability often results in high inflation. As long as inflation continues, the economy must continue to grow. To mention stability, in fact, economic growth is often associated with economic instability. This is also supported not only by a political rhetoric, but also with the board literature that links economic growth and economic stability. Thank you for attention. Finish.
Okay, thank you so much. That was great information. Now I will
Welcome.
call Mirza. Mirza, do you hear me? Mirza. Okay, Nargis Sama Akrimi.
Okay, teacher, I want to say my idea shortly. Okay, in the name of Allah. Strategic financial planning is essential for countries to manage their resources and effectively ensure long-term economy and stability and growth. This involves budgeting wisely for essential services and such as healthcare, education, and while avoiding unnecessary debt. A key aspect of financial planning is managing national debt, mm, ensuring countries borrow responsibly and can repay loans without harming the economy. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much. That was great information. So now I'll call Miss Mariam Jafari to bring her idea about strategical and financial planning. Miss Mariam Jafari, do you hear me? Mariam Jafari. So anyone other, do you have any idea of view about strategic and financial planning for the nation? Please raise your hand. Okay, Marwa Habibi. Marwa Habibi, do you hear me?
Hello. A strategic financial budget, investment, and policy frameworks to ensure economic stability and survival. It includes fiscal discipline, efficient resource allocation, debt management, and long-term economic strategies. Governments must balance public spending, taxation, and monetary policies to foster development, resilience, and equitable wealth distribution. That's all. Thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you so much, and Miss Mariam, may Allah give you a full of health. So now we're coming to the asking and question section. So if you have any question, please raise your hand, or if you can talk, you can also text the text box. I will read your question, and with the help of Dr. Nicola, I will answer your question. So now we are getting to the asking question section. Marwa Habibi or Mirza, do you have any question? To all, do you have any question about strategic and financial planning for the nation? Okay, Sadaf Hussein doesn't have any question. Marwa Ghiyasi, Narges, Soraya, Amina, Maryam, Emmanuel, Fazil Ahmad. Mitra, do you have any question? So they are just two thinking. You may have understand everything, or you may even don't understand nothing because you're not asking anything.
Anyhow, dear students, we are now not just asking the question, to ask tough questions, but is open mic. Just imagine you are president of your country or another different things. You don't know whom you will be, whom you are right now, what you will be tomorrow. So just came with all your idea how we could make this program better. Any idea how to make peace and how we could approach governments and inspire them to not invest money in the war machine, making weapons, but how we could invest substantial money in building substantial peace. Yeah, any idea is okay. Not just question, is just open mic to the world. What you want to say to the world? What you want to say to your community? Last times you say about the girls' education, other big questions. So anything about this, just ask Sally. Asher, Sadaf, all of you. Who is ready? Ask
So, dear
question
Dr.
quickly,
Nicola,
just by
uh,
voice or raise hand or chat it there.
I think I have received a question from Mariam Jehefari. So she is writing about what are the key point in strategic planning. So while you are mentioning, do you hear me?
Yes, yes, speak, speak.
Okay. So while you are trying to understand the key points of strategic planning, first of everything, you have to goal setting, like clearly defining objectives and desired outcomes. And secondly, the situation analysis that will be assessing internal and external factors affecting the plan. And thirdly, identify alternatives like exploring different ways to achieve your goal. And fourthly, decision making, as you are the leader of decision making, because we had uh, a lot of sessions on decision making, like selecting the most suitable course for the action to receive and achieve your plan, sorry, your goal. Fifthly, implementation strategy like allocating resources and assessing responsibility of that. Sixthly, monitoring and evaluation, that we also have studied this in our leadership class, like tracking and progress and making necessary adjustment for the achieving or reaching out your goal. And lastly, I would like to say flexibility and adaptability, like being prepared for the chance and uncertainties while you are implementing your strategic planning. So these are the key components for the strategic planning. Do you have any other question? Any other? If you can't talk, you can ask in our text box. Okay. Ms. Sadaf Hosseini doesn't have any question because she knows everything from its philosophy. Yeah.
Questions,
Any other?
ideas,
Do you have any
just
question
a
or
final call. Final call for questions. Otherwise, let's go and work, build peace. Yeah. Anyhow, our question, our today topic was about the strategic financial for the country, but it's the same for the families. For your own budget. So it's very important to understand all of this, how you make your own money, and because the real situation is like this, that sometimes we are with today's education, we are study 20 30 years, like, I don't know, school, university, PhD and everything together. But in the end, the people don't know how to make money, so how to feed themselves. Just no job or other different things. And now came AI machine and all of these crazy things. That theoretically everything's supposed to be transparent. AI is supposed to, and all of these robots supposed to help people to grow and to free people to use their creativity to do goodness and all of this. But unfortunately, this 1% of population, they use this AI machine, and you see all of these copters and others, like they use it in the war and other these crazy things, like satellites also used for the wars. It's very important. I like very much Google. For example, they before the war, like few years ago, they say, okay, we don't want to help anybody with the war, so we don't open for the war machine our maps. We don't open, and you see that everything, every video that is promoting war, they stop it there. So it is a really good community business that is helping to promote just peace, and this is just small beginning to build peace, and we need to unite together all 8 billion plus people on the earth to finish it, ultimate global peace by 2027. And first of all is just stop all of this corruption. We need to be really transparent. I don't understand, for example, USA citizens, they allow Biden for 5 years. Biden have many weapons, how to say, factories, and his friends too, and they was making this kind of tricky laws, and they were starting this war in Eastern Europe, that to sell their own weapons to the American government, that American people pay their taxes for these stupid weapons, and they send it, all of them, there to Europe and to fight, and he just make money from it. So it is a really big corruption, and it shouldn't be. We as our how to say, we need to take care for our what is our community leader doing with the budget, with the government in the countries, and also globally, and write it there, and ask it for transparency, because we need to really invest it, and make that debt slow, just fix it, and invest in real substantial development that will help for tens, 20, 30, hundreds, and millions of years ahead, real prosperity of our children and future generation. Yes, Sally, do you have any questions? Others, just ask now, or any of you idea about budget. Otherwise, we go to finish building peace in every community. Seems like,
So
yeah, everybody. Yeah, Sally, speak.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like I joined late, but it's like you're doing a business discussion today, which is so wonderful and excellent. If we pray, we don't do business, then we become poor. That is very good. So presently, I have no question because I don't understand the business aspect of it, the genesis of it. But I'm sure next time I'll have my contribution and my question. Thank you, and God bless.
Yes, we record everything, Sally, so you could double, triple look for it and see what you could do, concrete action. And yes, you know how to say, the human beings have a mind and body. So for the mind, we pray, we meditate, we plan all of this, and for body, we make concrete businesses and how to say, concrete strategies to make concrete money and make concrete business, and develop the field, you know, raise the crops and everything. So this is we needed to develop it and unite it, making harmony. And yes, there was a few others. Nargets, you want to ask something, or Madva? Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. So let me conclude, and I want to invite Ambassador Ismail to say when will be the next sessions. I want to remember that we have 24/7 chat there and WhatsApp. Just chat us there, and share this message to billions. Share it that we need to mobilize more people and money for concrete peace actions. Yeah, Ambassador
okay,
Ismail.
thank you so much. Samira Donaju just she have come now. She's coming for concluding. Marwa, yes, do you have any question? You have raised
Yes,
your
teacher,
hand.
I have a question.
Okay, ask.
What's economic growth, and what factors are effective?
What is economic growth and
And what factors are effective?
okay, thank you so much. That was great question. So I would like to say that economic growth refers to the increases in a country's production of goods and services over time. Like in our Afghanistan, while there is not goods of production, or we are just a country, like we are using from the products of other countries, like our neighboring countries, Iran or Pakistan. So our economic will decrease and we are unable to grow, and typically measured by the rise in gross domestic product, like the GDP. It indicates an economy's ability and produce more outputs for an economic and its growth. And factors like I would like to say capital investment, labor force growth. Like we have to appoint our labors, national labors, and technical advancement, nature resources, or government policies. Such as stable government, trade policies, and investment and incentive promote government. These are the key factors and effective of an economic growth in a country. Just focusing on growth, development, and production. So I would
Yes,
like to say that
Ismail,
our next session will
Ismail,
be.
wait a second. I want to, how to say, say a case study. You saw that say South Korea is not so far from you, so they have this village movement just recently 20, 40, 50 years ago, and they was after war, and same, no money, no nothing, but they empower everyone. The churches start to, I know Unification Church start to educate the people there in every village about literacy. You ask last time about girls' education, and also maybe by government you could not educate girls, but they could in the churches and organizations they could receive education and grow. And our came to our PhD and go get this education. I saw many girls here, and they go, and women they get the powerful education from us, me and Ismail, that we research all the human development. So they South Korea, they empower so-called village movement, and they empower everyone to do business. As I understand, Singapore do the same. They empower everyone to do business. And I was there in South Korea, and and I was in 40 other countries. And many countries, especially in former communist countries, they thinking like people. They thinking for years, like 20, 30 years, 100 years, what kind of business I need to do. And South Korea is opposite. They just go there and they do it. They start. I saw their grandmas, 80 years. She just go there, make her pies and sell to the students in the midnight. Or another grandma, I saw it. She take the motorbike and from restaurant she have delivery to somewhere where somebody who order the food. So they also I saw there even this was like 20 years ago. They already have a card to pay, and everybody have this kind of even in the street, somebody, they fixing the shoes, they have this possibility to receive the card pay, what is developing right now in other countries. And so they go very quickly in this concrete, like they empower every human being to do this in their country, to do the business, to make real money, and to draw economy. Because of course it's good when you have big factories, but the big factories going also from the small issue. And that I was there in Korea a few times, and they have really good economy. Samsung don't make just phones, and they have even or Hyundai, they have even Navi making they have the insurance, they make carpets, they do almost everything what they can do, all the businesses. Same with Hyundai, same with Samsung, they have their own banks and other things. So it's the same about you. We want to empower you to don't just limitate where you are in your country, just think even bigger than any businessman's, and what plan for you, what you can do for you life, for your community, country, and the world. And this is our empowerment day by day. Is not any, how to say, don't just we don't just how to say, bring this statistic that this government do like this and that like this, but a real substantial case that you could copy paste and just do it right now, make money now for your family, community, country, and the world, and build substantial peace. Yes, shortly is like this. And as I said about South Korea and Singapore, they did it already. Don't think so much, just do it. Yeah, thank you. Ambassador Ismail, when is
Oh,
next our PhD meeting?
okay, thank you so much. Our next meeting will be on 17th February on the same time with a new topic. And also, I would like to mention that for the March, we would like to mention we have with all our session about artificial intelligence and role of it in peace building, role of it in PhD and leadership. So how AI plays a crucial role in our life and how we can control them. We'll have our next session on 17th February on the same time. But be ready more for the March. Goodbye to all.
Yes, and day by day, week by week, month by month, we will have more interesting topic and more development. And it's we couldn't do just by ourselves. Send you feedbacks, make your works. We could publish your works and help you to build this business, everything organization that you want to do. Yes, thank you. Bye bye. Say bye bye in your language. Subscribe the channel and share this video. Message to billions. Really share it to all your students. You received the invitation for the our PhD in the chat. Share with the students for the thousands and millions. All of them. We have thousands of empty places. Okay, let's do build together. Peace build together. It could not be just one man who is doing Ismail. All together. Yeah, say bye
Yeah,
bye in
yeah,
your
okay.
language.
Okay, Khudafez.
Khodafes, yeah.
Hafiz.
Khodafes, bye bye, good luck, all the best, good night, buonasera, до свидания. See you.
Have a nice time.
Yes, you too. Bye bye. Subscribe to the channel and share this message to billions.